Good evening, everyone. Before we start our discussion, let us introduce ourselves first. Start with me. My name is Muhammad Hazid bin Borhan, and my metric number is 207556.
Hey guys, good evening to everybody. My name is Farhan Dinish Pibadosh Javendi, and my metric number is 2073348.
Hi, my name is Aiman bin Muhammad Fairuz, and my metric number is 205811.
Hi, my name is Azrin Hakimi bin Adli Effendi. My matrix number is 206714.
Hi, my name is Omar Mansour Al Mansour, and my matric number is 209416.
Hello, my name is Nabil Nazim and my metric number is 209273.
All right, let us start our discussion, shall we? Okay, let me start first. The statement that been given to our group is banning of smoking in interiors is violating the right of people to smoke, which means the ban can be seen as a form of mistreatment on people's right and freedom. Based on this statement, in my opinion, I think I support with this statement. The reason why I support this statement, first of all, we need to know is it the cigarette are the things that important for human or not, because we need to know the definitions of human right, which is human right are the basic right and freedoms that belong to every person in the world from birth until death. They apply regardless of where you are from, what you believe, or how you choose to live your life. If we relate this with smoking behavior, we know that most of people that have this habit cannot live without smoking. So if we ban the smoking activities, it will affect the human right, which means in smoking scale it's called right to cigarettes control, which means they can justify that they can follow the rule for smoking. Like we have the rule that is not allow us to smoke at the public area that contain many people. Like this rule, they still can obey with it. If we ban smoking activity, it will violate the human right, which means they doesn't have freedom to choose it. Like right now, we force them to stop or we control them. So I can conclude that we not take care their human right. I mean, if we want they to stop smoking, it's not by create a law and force them to follow the law. We still can educate them, give them guide so they can stop smoking behavior without being forced. There are organization that can help them, which is ASH, which stands for Action on Smoking and Health. This organization objective are providing legal resource, training, and support advocates on how to use human right, which is smoking habits for all smokers, to control their habits and maintaining a repository of human right resource to assist our allies in taking a human right approach. Yes, I understand smoking is unhealthy, but we need to understand the human right concept. If they want to involve smoking activity in their life, it's up to them because they have the freedom to choose anything they want for their life. I think that's all from me. How about you, Farhan?
Thank you, Haji, for asking me. By the way, there was a good talk about the everything the smoking. Okay. Due to the statement, I think it is it is the right thing to do because they need to think other people's like not just about them. Can we imagine that someone is carrying a baby and there's a there's a pregnant lady around and they have to deal with the smokers while they are at the same zone. um, um, for example, I used to see people getting angered to the uh, smokers at the open place such as restaurant, uh, stadiums and others because this they these respect people around them and just think about themselves. And some was and I knew that someone was giving them a thought and they left the place. So it shows us that having meaning and common sense really help us to think and be a better person rather than being themselves. So I think that's all I'm going to talk about. So Azrin, what is your opinion about the statement?
Thank you, Farhan, for sharing your idea. In my opinion, I disagree with the statement that banning of smoking in eateries is violating the right of people to smoke. It is because, just like Farhan said, the rules of banning smoking in eateries are made to protect the non-smoker from secondary smoke, especially those who are vulnerable to get a disease, such as children and old people. By referring the statement, the banning of smoking should not be considered as violating the people's right and freedom because the government also have set up facilities for smoking area and must be 3 meters away from the restaurant because it is to protect the freedom and human right of non-smoker and secondary smoke. And the smoker can still smoke but must be in the smoking area or away from the restaurant. So how come we still say that banning of smoking in Italy is violating the right of people to smoke, but the smokers still can smoke but away from the restaurant? So that is my opinion on the statement given. Would you care to share your idea, Aiman?
Thank you, Azrin. For me, I have the same point of view as Azrin. I, I also disagree with the statement and support the banning of smoking in eateries. Why do I say this? This is because we should not just think about the rights of the smokers. Instead, we should also think about the rights of the non-smokers. What I mean is, non-smokers also have the right to spend their time either by themselves or with family, without feeling uncomfortable by having the presence of unhealthy environment at the eateries. This kind of bad quality of air is caused by the smoker's smoke, and these innocent non-smokers will inhale the smoke unintentionally and as a passive smoker. Thus, not to forget that passive smokers also can get such bad consequences. For example, severe diseases like cancer, even though they do not directly smoke cigarettes. So instead of asking, does banning smoking in interiors violate the human rights of smokers? We should be asking, do the smokers have the right to make people around them at the interiors become sick and less healthy, especially children? That's all from me. How about you, Omar?
Actually, I totally agree with Hazik. Okay. Actually, I totally agree with Hazik. Banning smokers from smoking inside a restaurant or a cafe is not a solution. And I disagree 100% with banning them. Why? Because if we are looking out of the restaurant and in front of its door, somebody can smoke, but inside it, he can't. Actually, it's the same thing, or maybe worse, because in the street there are much more people than inside the restaurant or a cafe. Even Adzin says that there are specific places for smokers to smoke. We have to focus and ask where are these places are. In the real, they locate in the street where anyone, kid or adult, is walking around will be hurted. So instead of hurting 4 or 5 people in one place, we harm everyone comes close, which might be 30, 40, or 50 people. So that's why I am saying banning smoking in restaurants is not a solution. It's just moving a problem from one place to another. Solving a huge problem like this can't be done as simple as this. We can't sell cigarettes, then say don't smoke. We can't let someone be addicted, then say why are you addicted? What are you doing is harmful to our health. What I am trying to say is not defense of who smokes. I agree that it's bad habit, and cause too many health problems that we all know. But instead of banning and violate humans' rights, we can find a real another solution. As Maya Angelou says, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. And that's what should we do? We should not force. We have to help and make treating from smoking and quit it is easier than start smoking. Also building new generations with more awareness and with new ideas, which let them can't accept smoking. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. It might take some time, but it's gonna get very good and radical solution rather than banning and moving problems from one place to another. This solution can work with anything, and we can take Japan as an example. There is no force, there is no violate of people rights. So building aware generation can be a very effective and good solution. So what's your opinion, Nabil? We haven't heard from you.
Thank you very much, Omar, for giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts on this issue. Actually, I have family members who smoke, so this topic feels close to home for me. I think that banning smoking activities near eateries does not violate their rights. Smokers shouldn't feel any form of mistreatment because in the end, it's just smoking, which is actually a small issue. They have other times that could have been used for them to smoke, especially those who smoke a lot. These people, realistically speaking, wouldn't smoke just a single cigarette. Probably they will smoke between 2 to 3 sets of cigarette. Besides that, is it really necessary to smoke during meal times? I feel that smoking when you're about to eat is inappropriate. Not only that, the people inside eateries would feel uncomfortable as their surroundings are affected by the smoke in the air. Just like what Aiman shared just now. I think all smokers should avoid feeling the need to smoke in eateries. But right now, we are talking about smokers, people who cannot let go of their pack of smokes. I think it would be better that they smoke before coming into a restaurant or cafe to eat, somewhere within a smoking area. If there's none, then they can smoke outside of their houses before going out. This way, no one will be affected by feeling uncomfortable. With this, I disagree that the banning of smoking in eateries is violating people's right to smoke.
All right. Since all of us already justify our opinion, I can conclude that most of us are disagree with this statement. Banning of smoking in interiors is violating the right of people to smoke. So our group decide to disagree with this statement. I really appreciate you guys give a fully commitment to discuss in this topic. I think we can end our discussion right now. Thank you everyone.